Welcome back to the lesson. In our last video, we discussed about how to delete our student class, and in this video, we're going to be talking about how to add a switch alert to our delete functionality. So just like I've explained in our previous video that we need to add a switch alert to this delete functionality so that whenever the admins click on the delete button, a switch alert is going to pop up with a confirmation of whether he really wants to delete or he would like to change his mind by canceling the request. So let's go ahead and do that. Well, to do that, the first thing we need to do is go ahead and navigate to our project exercise file, and let's go back like so, and we're going to go ahead and open the same file we opened earlier, which is our toast.txt. And then if you open your toast.txt file inside of your project exercise file, you're going to see a switch alert JavaScript code right here. So we're going to go ahead and copy this. So as you can see, we're going to be needing the switch alert CDN link and also our switch alert function right here. So let's go ahead and copy that. First of all, let's go ahead and copy our CDN link like so. Copy. And then now let's go ahead and get back to our source code. And we're going to go ahead and navigate to our admin's dashboard. Okay, our admin's dashboard like so. Let's go ahead and close this window. And then let me come down below here, and then let's go ahead and paste our code. Okay, now let's go back to our toast.txt file, and now let's go ahead and copy our switch alert function like so. Okay, now we're going to go ahead and copy this, copy, and then after our switch alert CDN, let's go ahead and create a script tag, script like so, and then within our script tag, let's go ahead and paste our switch alert function. So let's go ahead and say paste like so. So after pasting, now as you can see, we have one of the confirmation message that says, are you sure? Delete this data, warning, something like yes, delete it, and deleted, your file has been deleted, success. So these are some of the default message that is going to be displayed on our switch alert. You can go ahead and tweak it to your own liking. You can go ahead and change the message right here. But for me, I'm just going to leave it as it is. And as you can see here, our switch alert is going to be fired when any button or any element with the ID delete is clicked. Then our switch alert is going to be fired right here. So now let's go ahead and copy this, the delete ID, and go ahead and add it to our delete icon. So now let's go back to our manage classes view, and then go ahead and find our delete class icon, so which is right here, I believe. So let's go ahead and add an attribute, an ID attribute of delete something like this. Now our delete icon, which is this icon right here, has an ID attribute of delete, and basically here in our switch alert, it says whenever an element with an ID delete is being clicked, then go ahead and fire this our switch alert. So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Let's go ahead and see our switch alert. First, let's go ahead and save our file. Let's say save all. And now let's go back to our application. Now let's go ahead and refresh. Alright, now let's go ahead and say delete. Yes, as you can see now, our switch alert is successfully integrated inside of our project. So now if you go ahead and say yes, now our data will be deleted, and if you say cancel, then it won't be deleted. So let me actually go ahead and add a class. Okay, let's go ahead and say test like so, and then let's say test as our section. So let's go ahead and say create class. Okay, now our test class is created. Now let's go ahead and delete our class. Yes, as you can see, unlike before, it just delete automatically, but this time around with our switch alert functionality, you need to it's going to ask you for confirmation first. So if you said, are you sure you want to delete? If you say cancel, it's not going to delete. But if you said yes, delete it like so, as you can see now, our data is successfully deleted. So friend, that will be it for this video. I hope now the concept of adding a switch alert to your project is clear to you, and I hope you enjoyed this video, and I will see you in the next one.